Welcome back to the Time Barbarian. I was thinking what we got to do right now, I want to juice this thing up a little bit. The most obvious thing to add right now, I think, is hit flashes. So I'll do a little video where we just knock that out really fast. There'll be some shaders, some sprite work, and just a little bit of gameplay code. Let's start with the enemy shader that we developed in a previous episode. The main purpose of this was to implement the color shift for time freeze. But when we did, and we ported this from the old code, there was this little piece right here, this mysterious piece that we never used, but it's here. And that is using i.color and i.color.w. What is that? Real quick, let's back that up. The I is the vertex data, the output of the vertex shader that comes into the fragment shader. So one of the things we get is vertex color. This always surprises me. I keep forgetting it because it seems so unintuitive. But sprites have a color on them, and the way Unity passes this color in through the sprite into the shader is not through a material property, but it's actually through vertex color. So this input vertex color is going to come directly from that setting in Unity. We're going to pass that through, and right here is where we've got something going on. And what you can see is that I am lerping from whatever color we have previous to the color specified by that vertex color, the sprite's color. I'm going to lerp from standard color to sprite's color, and the lerp factor I use is the inverse of the alpha. The W term is the alpha term of that color. Rather than using the alpha channel of the vertex color to specify the sprite alpha, which is what I normally do, in this game I have hijacked it, and I am using it to indicate how much of the vertex color to apply. And I'm not doing it with a multiply. That's curious. Usually I do this with a multiply. I have apparently decided I want to do it with a shift. Let's hit flash to red, and remember that it was the inverse of the alpha channel. So if the alpha channel goes towards 0, we get the vertex color, and we can bring it to 1, and then there's none. So if we want to do a hit flash, maybe we'll just go like pop, 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 and there's our little hit flash. So we just need to code that up. Let's start here in enemy bird. Enemy bird is a bird, and it's also an I hit points. So I'm going to say anything with an I hit points on it maybe should implement the hit flash. Let's try that. There may be some things we run into that don't, but let's start with it. Oh yeah, okay, so we'll need, well, it's abstract, and so I guess let's throw it on bird. Let's throw it in utility. So now I should be able to take these and throw them here. And that means here in the, nope, it's not, it's in player, yeah, in player. Here we would say utility.hitFlash GameObject. And that is the same that we'll use for enemy bird. And now we can put that in egg as well. Let's put it in egg. Let's put it in egg. Scripts. Egg, actually all pickups. Go to definition. Yeah, all pickups. In their damage function, we will do a hit flash on them. And the worm, let's do it on the worm. Worm, 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 worm. Worm is a worm section. Worm section has the hit points on it. Damage. Has, ooh, look at that. Time crystal has enemy, but it's a child of the root object. Let's fix that in the code. So that'll be in utility. If null equals sprite and game object dot transform dot child count greater than 0. Yeah, let's just put, we don't even need that. We'll just let the system do that. We'll say sprite equals get component in children, sprite renderer. Okay, so if it is not on you, but you have one in your children, that'll be the one, and that'll pick up that time crystal that does that. Zoom game. There we go, wormizoid. Oh, the worm head is not flashing. If I had sections, this is where it was passing it down. So we'll flash them both, that'll be all right. What happens if you hit a tail? Is there a special thing for tail damage? Worm section. If. Yep, that's this one. Let's just concentrate everything right there. That means I can take that out of here now. Okay, there we go. Why is the crystal not doing a hit flash? Let me see. There we are. It's not, oh, it is flashing. It is flashing. I just was missing it. Why am I sometimes not seeing it though? Maybe in the animation. Yes, time crystal has an animation on it that fiddles with its color. Time crystal, time crystal, time crystal. Yes, that's why this is here. Crystal idle. Has a color on it. Okay, the crystal now does the hit flash. I had to take the non-functional fade out animation that I didn't even realize wasn't working anyway because of the shader. Okay, so that's hit flash. That's as much as I'm going to do tonight. We got some hit flashes on things, makes them pop a little better. Punch things up just a little bit. How do we do that? Reviewing, we have a custom shader where I'm doing something a little quirky and hijacking the W or alpha field of the sprite so that my sprites no longer can fade using their standard W component. Instead, I'm hijacking that to say how much to do the hit flash. And I'll just set that hit flash to red. I created a utility function. I ultimately decided I didn't want to keep copy pasting this code. So I made some static functions and threw them into my utility class so that I could just reuse that same code over and over. Because I have made hit points an interface, and interfaces don't get standard implementations. So that was leaving me with the rather unfriendly situation where I was having to copy paste that into several different places. I'm going to throw this into the edit hopper probably tomorrow or another day, and then I will see you guys in the next episode.